Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the show that's on in the afternoon. We have got a great show to end the week here today.
A great way to inspire people to the weekend. That's good point, buddy.
I love it, man. Love it. Julie Wesling and Michelle Colee joining us here this afternoon from Wildflower Healthcare. And they've got a lot of stuff going on.
Yes, they do.
A lot of stuff going on.
And
Very exciting
super fun
stuff.
tournament going to come up.
That's
yeah,
right.
we're going to be talking about that too.
Can't wait to talk about that.
Yes.
Very cool. So we're going to touch base with them, see what's new. I love all the new developments out there at Wildflower.
Absolutely. Taking care of our community. That's what it's about.
That's right, man. That's right. And of course, we've got your horoscopes, your events, your memes, all the stuff you love about this show. And we will get started by telling you about our great title sponsor, Bozard Ford Lincoln. Amazing people out there. They've been more than just a dealership since 1949. A family-owned beacon of trust, we say. Founded on the principles of honesty, integrity, and community service, that Bozard family tradition continues to thrive through generations. They've got their state-of-the-art service facility. It seems like it's getting bigger and better every single day. 91 climate-controlled service bays out there. A quick lane for no appointment needed maintenance if you just need to pop in and pop out on the lunch break.
Very nice.
And you can enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge and the unique flavors of Ford's Garage.
Speaking of lunch break, right?
I know, man. Proud recipients of the prestigious Triple Crown Award and named Florida's Dealer of the Year multiple times by Dealer Rater. Their team dedicated to providing an enjoyable and efficient experience. Bozard Ford Lincoln offers the best in pricing, selection, and service just off 95 and State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire. Also, of course, the Bailey Group, because getting enrolled in a health insurance or Medicare plan does not have to be complicated. It can and should be quite the opposite. At the Bailey Group, you're going to work with a local insurance advisor to help you find just the right coverage and insurance for your needs and your budget. Their goal is to make getting covered simple, no added costs, no extra fees. The Bailey Group handles individual health and Medicare, corporate benefits, and financial needs for their clients. Let them do that for you. 904-461-1800. Set up a great consultation with them. You will leave so happy.
Open enrollment's November 1st, so this is the time to start shopping for a new plan.
Yes. Good point. And Elace Med Spa, because the holidays are coming up and you should treat yourself to a gift.
We got to look good for Santa. Come on.
We do. We got to look good for Santa, even though he doesn't see us.
Well, he watches you when you're sleeping.
That's creepy.
He knows when you're awake.
Yeah, it is also creepy.
Just saying. So you better snatch it back and look great.
There you go, because he's always watching.
Right.
They can help you with amazing spa treatments, advanced medical aesthetic procedures, things like hydrofacials, Botox, dermal fillers, laser treatments, and a whole lot more. Elace, it is beauty on your terms.
Get on those membership plans. You save 20 to 15% or 15 to 20% every single time. It's amazing.
Yeah, man. Really awesome. Go to elace.com and get your beauty journey started there.
Beauty on your terms.
It is. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I also love our next guests. Julie, Michelle, how are y'all doing this afternoon?
Great. So happy to be here.
Awesome. Well, we're happy you're here with us. Let's talk a little bit about your upcoming fundraiser.
Yeah.
Right? You guys have a golf tournament out there at Fiesta Falls.
Yes.
All right.
So it's a
what's
mini
going on
golf
here?
tournament.
Mini golf
Right.
tournament.
Mini
Yeah.
golf.
Okay.
That's more
So
my speed
everybody
for
can
sure.
play.
Yeah,
There you
yeah. You get me on the golf course. I mean, I hold up everybody behind me.
That's right.
You know, it's awful.
Well, that's a fun thing I think about the putt-putt tournament is that it's fun even if you're not that good at it.
Right. Right. I love it.
So how many years have you guys been doing this?
This is our third annual.
Oh,
Okay.
that's fun.
Very cool. And this is on a holiday too, right?
It is on a holiday. It's on Monday the 14th.
Okay.
So the kids will be out of school, and it's a very family-friendly fundraiser.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So what is this going to look like when people show up? They're going to sign up. They're going to show up on the day of. And
We do
talk to me about the
recommend
day.
that they sign up in advance. It's $25 now, and it'll be $30 on the day of.
Per person.
And per person. So, $100 for a foursome. But you don't have to have a foursome. You can sign up as a single or a two players or whatever. And then there's a chance it'll sell out. So
Okay.
we do recommend that people register in advance. We have 2 start times.
Okay.
They can start at 10 o'clock or at 12:30. Whatever fits into their schedule better. And then lunch, a simple lunch for everybody is at 11:30. So there's great camaraderie, and it's really a beautiful course, and it's really a fun day.
Yeah, and you guys are giving away some prizes
We
too,
are.
right?
We if you get a hole in one on the 5th hole, you get a prize.
Oh.
And we sell mulligans. So you can buy another chance to get a hole in one.
How many mulligans are we allowed to buy?
Well, there's no limit, but of course you don't want to hold up the people behind you
I know,
for too
that's what I'm
long.
Yeah, right.
Michelle, do you play in this tournament?
No, actually,
You're a
Julie and I,
cheerleader, yeah.
yes, we're a cheerleader. We walk around. The event last year was just so fun, watching people and having so many comments from our elderly come up and said, "Oh my gosh, I used to love to play golf. Never thought I would enjoy putt-putt golf."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had one volunteer that went and got our whole neighborhood off the couch, and they all came and they had the greatest time, and it was great seeing that neighborhood together.
That's cool.
Playing. So it was really, it's just a time to get together and have fun, get a little bit of exercise in, and spend some time with your family and your
Be on
loved
the
ones.
beach. What a
Oh,
picturesque.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that.
Fun little course out there too.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are also giving away some baskets. Well, not
we
giving
have some
away, I guess.
beautiful gift baskets
You'll be
that we'll be
raffling these
raffling
off.
off.
Yeah.
We had a very generous donation from the Lighthouse. It's a beautiful basket. And then we had a $150 gift card to the golf carts of St. Augustine.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
if you wanted to buy a cart or need to have one serviced, we put a golf themed basket together around that.
That's
So-
fun. And so you probably put the wrap over it so that
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
win the whole basket.
Yeah.
Oh,
Correct.
I love that. Great.
Awesome.
Is this a call to action? Do you need more baskets?
Yes,
Okay.
we'd love to have more baskets, more gift cards to give away to the people who get a hole in one. And yes, we can use lots of more gifts.
Awesome.
Very cool. And this is not just going to be like everybody running around playing putt-putt, which would be fun enough, but you guys have a DJ out there. You
We
got
do.
pirates that are
We
going to be
do.
running around and talking
We
to
do.
people. And
Yeah, we have a DJ this year, Bill Jones from Pro Show DJ Services is going to
What
be
a
there.
guy.
He does a great job. So
Oh.
he'll be playing tunes and giving people encouragement and making announcements for us. And
I don't know how he finds the time with all
I
the
know.
proms and the dances
know.
and the
We're lucky to have him.
COA. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And last year we had a mermaid who posed for pictures, and that was a ton of fun. And she's not able to make it this year, but with any luck, pirates can be a little unpredictable. But
Yeah, you never know.
You never
we're
know.
going to have some pirates running around, and
Tell
they
Bill
might-
you're dressing him up as a mermaid.
Yeah.
He'll be fine with
That
that.
We
would
do
be-
double
yeah.
duty.
Yeah. That's right. He doesn't have, tell him he doesn't have a choice. You guys need a mermaid
You
there.
could totally pull it off too.
There you go.
Michelle, tell us a little bit about where the proceeds are going to Wildflower. Like, what are you going to be using the funds for?
Well, I'm happy to say that our audit came out for 2023, and we're at a 96% rate of it all going to program.
Wow,
And so
great.
we do run a really tight budget.
I mean, if you're 96%, you have to be. If anybody, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but if there's an organization that goes over 90%, Pete, that is an incredible accomplishment.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's taken us. We've been there about 3 years now, so we're really excited about that. But so we spend money right toward program. And it goes to whatever program. What I love about the fundraisers and the donations that aren't tied to something. A lot of time, a lot of our funding comes through grants. And so then they're tied to what you have to use them for. And this type of income helps us be able to pay the salaries that we may need that may not be, be able to get somebody to fund them, or as well as program pieces, buy dentures, do that kind of stuff, because, dentures are expensive. And
So
for one
unrestricted
person,
funds, basically.
just unrestricted funds. It's wonderful, and we're able to use it to do everything. We don't earmark this money to go anywhere but into the general fund account.
That's awesome.
For the fundraising. So we have a good time out there, and it's an easy way for you to come out and have fun and give a little bit,
Absolutely.
and still have a wonderful time with your family.
What do you think the time commitment is? Do you think it's like an hour, 2 hours?
Well, they're starting at 10, and we're having lunch at 11:30, so an hour and a half, and then you can grab a hot dog at lunch, hot dog and some potato chips on
That's
the
what
way
we
out.
like in this
Hey,
town.
yeah.
Keep it classy.
Come on.
Yes.
I love it.
it. Yeah.
Very cool. So how do people sign up for this mini golf tournament specifically?
Probably the easiest way is to go on our website,
Okay.
which is www.wildflowerhealthcare.org.
I'll put it
Okay.
in comments. That's
And
easy.
right on the landing page or homepage or whatever you call it, if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see a link to the tournament.
Cool.
This is just a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
I mean, a lot of fun to do, and super affordable for a great cause.
Right, for a fundraiser.
Yeah,
$25 is not
That's
bad.
easy.
Though it is
That's
a holiday,
easy.
some businesses are probably still going to be open. So this is a great, corporate rally. Get everybody out,
Yes,
stretch your legs
yes.
a little bit.
Mhm.
You're going to have lunch anyway. You might as well do this.
Yeah.
Right.
Amazing opportunity.
Now, focusing more on the clinic itself. Do you guys have a new lab
We do.
at the clinic, right?
We do. We opened a new laboratory recently.
Awesome.
October 1st, we went, did our first patient, saw our first patient. It's a
Oh.
point of care lab, which means that everything that we're doing is through finger stick,
Okay.
or we're doing swabs, nasal swabs, throat. We're now able to, what's so amazing about it is before we'd have to have somebody come in, find out, okay, we think this is what's wrong with them, send them to a lab, have them do the test, get the results back, have them come back in.
Yeah.
And this way we can just do a little point in time
Mm-hmm.
test to say, okay, we know this person needs help now, and we can get help to them faster.
Wow.
And a lot of times our clientele, our patients, are homeless, are working all the time, and they can't keep coming back for doctor's appointments. So, to go to the lab and then come back, this is going to help them be able to come in, get what they need, and go back to their daily lives.
How long have you guys been working on something like this?
We applied for the grant 2 years ago.
Okay.
It's really funny. It ties into the jailbreak that we did last year that the
Leadership St. John's.
Leadership St. John's
Oh, yeah, right.
raised the money for
That's
us.
right.
They actually we took half of our office
Mm-hmm.
reception area and made it a lab.
Oh, okay.
So they took the money and built the room because we needed a triage room anyhow. And then we applied for the grant 2 years ago, and they loved our grant application so much that they said, we can't give it to you last year, but they could give it to us this year.
That's nice. That's
so
awesome.
it was nice to be able to know that we got it.
Yes.
It just was a year delayed. So we did, they came in and trained us. There's 4 of us that have been trained, that are have medical backgrounds that have been trained to do all the testing. And we also went through the trainer course so that we can train any doctor or nurse that comes on after us that wants to work in the lab. So
now, Michelle, we always think in nonprofit life, sustainability.
Yeah.
So is this going to be an ongoing grant process, or are you going to have to keep reapplying? What does that look like for Wildflower?
what it looks like is they pay for the equipment and they pay for the supplies for 1 year, and then we have to continue the supplies after that.
Gotcha.
So we're
Okay.
looking in our budget to make sure that we're including those test kits.
Yeah.
So some of the tests maybe that we were thinking we were going to do at the beginning may not be feasible economically for us. That we won't be doing them as much. We'll still have them available, but we won't be doing them as freely as we might do others.
I see. Okay.
But we're still a great partner of UF St. John's, and they still do most of our testing, and they still will do most of our testing, because even if the results we get, we're going to want a solid, test run
Yeah.
to back up our information at a later date. So this is just to get those people that are transient or are homeless, that I might not get to go to have transportation to the emergency room, just to get them so we can start trying to get them stabilized on medication.
So important. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys are expanding services in other ways, right? You guys have a volunteer dermatologist that's
Yay!
out there.
Yeah.
now,
Really?
right?
That's been forever getting.
Yeah.
We're so excited about
Talk
that.
about
Very
that.
cool. Yeah.
So dermatology is one of the very hardest disciplines to be able to find, or specialists to find to volunteer. They are so busy in the life. So we do have a new volunteer that's coming on board. She actually had our first class, our patients, and so she's really excited. So she comes to the clinic, and she does a 4-hour stretch. So what we do is when we see patients that we know need to see a dermatologist, we put them on a list, and when there becomes enough to call her to come in to work a shift, then we call her and set up the shift. And
Okay.
that's the way we do with all of our specialists, basically, because we don't want to schedule them and not have patients. So
Right.
it's to be respectful of their time, because they are volunteering for us. For any of our specialists, that's what they do when they volunteer for us. When we have enough to fill the schedule that they want, then we call them and set a date up, and then call our patients in.
Wow.
And they're
That's
really good
amazing.
about showing back up our patients for our specialists, which
Yeah.
is really good.
That is
That's
awesome.
great. Great services. Wow.
Yeah.
You're also partnering with the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office, right?
Yes.
With their reentry program.
Yes.
Mm.
So I'm sure you've talked about this on your show before, but the reentry program is a hugely successful program to keep these folks from coming back to jail. They try to prepare them for life on the outside with different life skills classes. So we're going in now to every class to talk to them about the services that are available through Wildflower and just help them achieve a continuity of care. Because what would happen is they would be released and they didn't know about us. And by the time they found us, they probably ran out of medications that they were taking and, starting to not feel good. And then we have to send them to the lab to get the lab work done. And there's this delay, right? So now we're telling them about us before they're even released so they can come right in and see us and keep up with their medications and whatever treatment protocols they might have.
With the success of this program, are you seeing them really taking care of themselves even after this? They
ongoing? Are actually making more appointments to come in and see us. We're seeing an increase. The reentry program has even started these resource fairs where they bring a lot of the community partners in to talk about their services. So it's sort of this one-stop, shopping, information gathering.
Is that where I see the UF Health Bus sometimes, or what kind of resources are going to be there?
Anybody who provides services that they might need once they're released.
Cool.
I know that St. Gerard campus has a program for the dads. We're there. Some of the mental health.
Epic. Yeah. Nice. Okay, cool.
So they have which I think is great, this company that sells the e-bikes. And they have a very affordable, sort of almost like a rent-to-own program.
Very
so
cool.
If you've lost your driver's license, you don't have to have a driver's license to get one of these bikes, and you can still get to work.
That's
for example.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's huge. Well, can you share some success stories that you guys have had that you might want to tell people about?
Yeah, that's our favorite part, is to talk
Awesome.
about,
yeah, those are
come
great.
to the fundraiser, this is the kind of people that you're helping. So I'm thinking about, we had a picture on our Facebook page of this patient with this big smile, because he had the most ill-fitting dentures you'd ever see on somebody. He couldn't talk, he couldn't eat.
Oh.
And, he was just miserable. And the things that most of us take for granted, we were able to fit him with new dentures, and he just is living large. And other patients have told me that when you're missing, especially your front teeth, people just interact with you differently. They don't want to make eye contact. They don't,
Sure.
And so it's hard to get a job. It's hard to make a friend.
Yeah.
So.
And I can remember one lady, when she walked out and she finally had her dentures, she looked at me and she says, "Michelle, do you know what this means to me?" And I said, "Well, tell me." And she says, "I don't have to be back in the kitchen anymore. I can be a server again."
Wow.
That's big. That's a point
Yes.
of where that you're doing. And she was so honest about it. She was like, "I'm so excited that I get to be a server again." She said, "That's going to help my family so much."
Yeah.
So I just thought that was really amazing. That's when I knew that that's one of those things where you personally have your aha moment to say, we have changed somebody's life, because you like to see those yourselves. We also have a staff member that I'll talk about. She gives me permission to.
Okay.
She came in about 3.5 years ago as a patient. She was in very bad health. And she was not feeling good about herself. And we helped her with told her, you have to get medical help or you're not going to be here long.
Right.
You really need to make that decision that you're going to do it. She says she can remember me talking to her and saying, it's really important that you go get these tests done. So when we tell them that, and she went and she got all the tests done, then she had problems with her front teeth. We've got those fixed. She was having a problem with sight. We got her some glasses. And then about, I guess, a year later now, she applied for a position. And she applied for the community health advisor position, which is helping people meet the other needs that maybe we don't have at Wildflower.
Gotcha.
Not just saying, here's a list of resources, but calling somebody and making a contact form so they feel welcome when they come in, a little different. So we hired her for that position, and she's done a phenomenal job. We just are so excited to have her and so blessed. But to see somebody go, that's a true story of how we've helped somebody who was in really bad care and needed better care all the way up into being a productive
That's
citizen.
extraordinary.
Now she's able to help other people, and she understands where they're coming from.
She does.
right?
And that's what the passion that she has. Sometimes I have to say, can't do that. Because she wants to do everything for
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
and there
Yeah.
are some things unfortunately we can't do, but she just really tries with them, and she's just the right person for the job. And I think that was the whole thing about Wildflower lately is finding the right people to sit in those positions.
It's so impressive, just the expansions that you all are going through, because so many of these services that people desperately need, they know they need them, they want to have them done, they want to get them done,
Correct.
but the financial burden is a
Mhm.
huge barrier. I mean, it
Right.
really is a huge barrier for a lot of people, especially today when we're all just barely scrapping by. You know,
We are.
we all barely have any money left at the end of the month.
Mhm.
And so to be able to offer these services, I mean, it is truly, in every sense of the word, life-changing.
Yeah.
Well,
and
you know, I'm sorry, Julie, a single person can make up to $45,000 a year and still get free services.
Wow.
So when you put that in perspective, that's a lot of our people who work in the hospitality service
Hospitality, yeah.
industry, right? They're they might offer insurance, but they can't afford the insurance with their rent and everything else they have come on. So at least they can come and still get dental care and medical care and vision care, and even hearing. We'll provide hearing aids too. We have a new partnership with
That's huge.
Lindner, so
That's
we're
awesome.
excited about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. Do you guys need volunteers, anything like that? I imagine
do.
your doors are always open for volunteers, right?
We do, especially clinicians.
Okay.
We need nurses.
Mm.
We love retired nurses who have time to come in and help us, but you know they're retired, but they're not quite ready to hang up their
Right, because
stethoscope
they've been
yet.
doing it for that long because they
Right.
love what they do.
What are the
right?
shifts like? What's the commitment looking like?
Well, the great thing is we don't have any particular time requirements. So we work with people's schedule, and most of the shifts are short, either like 9 to 12
Okay.
or 1 to 4.
That's awesome. That's great.
And we need dentists. We have very few staff, just a couple of very part-time dentists. So we could really use dental help and Spanish translator.
Yeah, uptick
We
of Spanish
really
population.
need that.
Okay.
Yes, we have a big need for that. Our prenatal program, which we talked about the last time we were on the show, that we opened, a big part of our prenatal program is Spanish speaking. So we really are looking to see if we can find somebody that just can do it. Just sit there and help with the doctor, so that the patient feels, more comfortable instead of having to use a tablet.
Now, do
to
volunteers
communicate.
need to have their liability insurance, or how does that work?
No, because we all fall under solvent immunity for the state of Florida because we're a free and charitable clinic. So just like doctors don't have, like if you're a doctor and you've stopped your malpractice because you're retired, you don't have to have insurance because we have solvent immunity. As long as you go by the bylaws and everything of our organization and you treat under there, you're covered that way.
That's awesome. Okay.
That
makes
is
it
huge.
easier too.
Yeah,
is
and
huge.
it's an easy thing for more retired doctors to be able to step forward, so they don't have to carry that policy because that's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Is there anything else people need to know? Anything else that feel like we covered a lot here today? You guys have so much going on. I try to get it all in,
Yeah, I mean,
but
we could be here all day.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Talking about all the things.
Well, it's healthcare and a continuum of healthcare. That's amazing.
Well, we really do remove barriers and help people have access to, and it's top quality healthcare. Like our volunteers are highly qualified. We have several now volunteers who are dentists in their home country, but they've moved here from India or Brazil, and they're
wow.
not licensed here yet. They're working on it. So they come in and work as dental assistants.
Okay.
So imagine, you go to the dentist and you have a dentist
Who's a-
assisting the dentist.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's
Okay.
huge.
We
That
have
is great.
state-of-the-art equipment within the lab and in our dental everywhere. It's we invite people to come take a tour and have a look because it's a really top-notch facility with very compassionate care.
I think that you would be surprised of the size of the clinic to know how much happens out of those, because it schedules a little weird because we're constantly moving and shifting, and this doctor's going to come in on this afternoon for 3 hours, but then this doctor can come in for these 3. It's just an amazing shifting process to be able to do it, but our staff handles it and they do a really great job.
So, Michelle, seeing this growth and seeing this new energy, revitalize Wildflower, where do you see Wildflower in 5 years?
I see our growth into more buildings, into other areas of St. Johns County. We really need to start working on finding somewhere where we can take the bus because we partner with University of Florida and their Plus Bus.
Okay.
I'm sure that that's not what they call it now, but
That's what we're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
The bus, and we need to go up to the 210 area because, believe it or not, in 2023, the numbers showed that the zip code 32092 had more patients than Hastings.
Interesting.
So that was really an eye opener for us. So that lets us know which way we need to be starting to move.
Okay.
To offer services. So we're looking for a location that has just a parking lot that we can park the bus in because we are self-maintained. We don't need anything from the building, but we want to be up in the 210 corridor area so that those people don't have to drive all the way down to St. Augustine, and we can see them on the bus with our and it's the same doctor that was at the clinic. So.
Yeah. And it's literally, you just need a parking lot.
I just need a big enough parking spot to put the bus.
Have you by any chance reached out to the library with their what's the bookmobile? They had the same kind of situation, but she's found some. I'll connect you guys later.
Okay,
That could be
that would be
amazing.
great.
Yeah, because
All
then
right.
she can find that parking. That's all you need. We'll figure that out. That's
Okay,
easy, yeah.
that'll be great because being able to offer it to them, and then we'll see more patients. If there's that many that are coming all the way here,
Right.
there's a ton more up there that need help.
Right. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Very,
Absolutely.
very cool.
Thank y'all so much for coming
Yeah,
in.
Thank you.
Filling us in. Can you give us one more time? Remind me of website, contact numbers, address, everything people need to know to contact you guys to take advantage of your services or to volunteer.
Yes, the website is wildflowerhealthcare.org.
Got
Okay.
it.
And people can call the clinic to see if they're eligible for services and make an appointment. And that number is 904-829-1962.
Okay.
1962.
Yeah,
Very cool.
good year.
Yeah.
There you go.
You guys are amazing. And putt golf. Everybody sign up. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
Come
yeah.
have
Make
fun
sure you
with
get
us.
in on that
Yeah,
event.
We
get to
gotta
see the
support
staff
them.
in a different environment. That's the cool thing.
That's
you
fun,
know,
yeah.
to see them being themselves.
Yes.
October 14th. Yes, at Fiesta Falls.
Very cool. Julie, Michelle, thank y'all so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you
We
so much.
appreciate
We
what you do.
appreciate it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Earth Angels, man. Those are amazing ladies.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So much cool stuff happening with them, and it helps benefit so many people in our
Absolutely.
community.
Yeah. Dude, I know even from like working in restaurant industry how important Wildflower is in this community. So
yeah, man. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Hey, another important group in our community, our friends at Old Town Trolley. They're having a big event coming up as well. The Jailbreak 5K. It is back and it's happening October 19th at 8 a.m. Starting in Old Town Trolley's old jail. If you have what it takes to escape, go on down there and run from the cops.
Oh,
Not actually.
right.
Not actually.
Oh.
That's the Florida Man.
Yeah,
King.
no,
Sorry.
no,
Yeah, no. This is another extraordinary 5K from
It's
the
a little bit
Jailbreak
more
5K.
old-fashioned, yeah.
Yeah, it's something fashioned. You'll dash down Magnolia Avenue, conquer the Volano Bridge on your thrilling race to the Atlantic Ocean, and then they'll bring you back. You can relax, sit down, enjoy their open air trolleys as you head back to the old jail. Where they're going to have the shirts and the medals for you, which everybody loves. They're going to be giving away $1,000 in cash prizes for the best costumes. You don't have to dress up, but you should. You might as well.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves a time to dress up at these runs.
I mean, you're basically going to get paid if you win. So yeah. do it.
Right. Yeah. Be paid to be the best.
I like it.
There's more. All proceeds from this action-packed event go to support St. Johns County schools through investing in kids. So while you're having fun, you're also giving back to our kids in our community, which is great. Again, October 19th, 8 a.m., Old Town Trolley's old jail. You can register at inc-stjohns.org/events.
And speaking of hometown heroes, well, for 45 years, Steve Chapman's All-American Air have been serving St. Augustine and St. Johns County. They take great pride in providing quality service and installations, in turn gaining a customer for life. All-American Air can match any price, but nobody can match their quality and their service. Our friends at All-American Air will take exceptional care of your home unit. If you're sitting there right now, you got to think, when was the last time somebody came over and take a look at everything, make sure it's running efficiently? Give them a call, 904-461-0070.
Hey, Davey, you're a wine guy. You know who the wine connoisseur is in town, right?
Ooh, that'd be Irving Cass.
That is
There
right,
he
sir.
is.
We are lucky to have him here in town, especially if you are a wine fan like Davey. And we are lucky that he opened up, a wine place.
Yes.
A place where you can specifically go to enjoy the wines that Irving has scoured the globe to bring back here to St. Johns County. I say that all the time, but it's not an exaggeration.
No,
He
it really, truly is.
literally scours the globe for the best wines. He's got great taste. Bin 39 right there in the lobby of the St. George Inn. They've got a beautiful courtyard out there. A nice little, I call it the VIP area, but it's, a nice little blocked off area where they do the live music and all that stuff.
Very cool.
It's great. They've got a little bit of space for if you're having a company gathering.
True.
As well. Some indoor space out there. We were able to use that for one of our events a couple of years ago, and it was absolutely great. People loved it. So got to encourage you to go down to Bin 39. Find your new favorite wine with over 95 to choose from, and probably more than that at this point. They're at 4 St. George Street, 827-5740. All right, it's horoscope time.
Woo! All right.
I get to see what's in store for me.
Oh,
It's never good.
no, it never
Just
is.
never is. You really got to work to defy these horoscopes sometimes, man. Capricorn and Pisces on deck. Capricorn, you're ambitious, and your climb up the social ladder and professional ladder will hit every possible snag this month.
Ooh.
Every step you take will feel like trudging through molasses. Your superiors will overlook your hard work and give credit to that incompetent worker you despise. Family obligations will pile up, each one more draining than the last. Don't worry, your perseverance will not be rewarded, making you question why you even bother. Why do you even bother?
Why?
Because you're a good person.
What?
Pisces.
There you go.
Dreamy Pisces, prepare to drown in the sea of your own disillusionment.
You do this every day anyway.
I know. Yeah, it's fine. Your artistic endeavors will feel like chasing mirages, and your romantic life will be a comedic tragedy of misconnections and awkward encounters. That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Friends will unintentionally trample over your sensitive heart, leaving you emotionally drained. Now they did that too much. My heart is black now.
Yeah.
At least your dreams are vivid. That's true. Because your reality is more of a nightmare. Enjoy floating in the abyss. All right, I'm going to go give myself a swirly in the bathroom.
Yeah, you might need a sage or something. Yeah.
All right.
Here, I've got some great news. There's a new organization called Old City Cornhole. They're doing a charity cornhole tournament.
Oh, yeah, this is great.
Very, very cool. They host cornhole at area restaurants and community centers weekly. Cornhole is rapidly growing, that we know, obviously. Just very similar to the whole pickleball craze, right?
Oh, man.
So this is learned from former PAL employees experiencing a total loss of a house fire. Grant Simpkins and his wife are young educators in St. Johns County School District and escaped with nothing but their young son and clothes on their back.
Wow.
The house was a total loss, everybody.
Wow.
So this organization decided to rally together and benefit the Simpkins family in their ability to rebuild. Obviously, insurance helps, but uncovered expenses add up very quickly, like clothing, toiletries, school supplies, food, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, support this is happening October 5th this weekend at the Solomon Calhoun Center. Registration is $40 a player. This is an indoor tournament, so if it is a little rainy this weekend, don't worry. There's plenty of parking. You can just roll right up. Bags will fly at 11 a.m. There's a $1,000 minimum prize purse. Hey, that's kind of cool, right?
Okay, yeah, man.
There'll be a double elimination blind draw. There'll be some side games and second chance tournament. There's a food truck, raffles, and so much more. Check this out. I'll put link in comments. Old City Cornhole Charity Cornhole Tournament. No partner needed. All skill levels are welcome. Again, Saturday, October 5th. Check this out.
All right, very cool.
Hey, our friends over at Dog Rose and Gas are teaming up for a beer dinner. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Okay.
They're so excited to announce their upcoming beer dinner. They will be collaborating with Dog Rose and Gas. It's going to be so much fun. Call today, reserve your spot. 6 courses creatively paired. I know, right?
Wow.
6 courses creatively paired with 6 beers. I know if Lindy's behind this, it's going to be amazing.
People are going to be full and lit after this,
Right.
man. Jeez.
Well, you're going to ask, like, why are they doing this? Well, they're celebrating 7 years of Dog Rose Brewing and Lincolnville with the beer pairing menu inspired by the culinary history of Lincolnville. So 6 beers will be paired with 6 courses. Menu details will be announced soon. It's $125 a person. Call today, reserve your spot. So much fun. This is happening Sunday, October 13th. 1 o'clock p.m. is where you'll start your 6-course journey.
Damn, that's going to be great.
I know, right? Give them a call, 904-217-0326. That's going to be a lot of fun.
I mean, just two of the best organizations in business in St. Johns County. I love it, man.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes. Hey, real quick, the Junior Service League of St. Augustine is still looking for people to buy tickets to their Enchanted Evening Gala Friday, October 11th at the Fountain of Youth. Come out for a great time with a lot of amazing entertainment and to help them raise money for the local nonprofits. Obviously, they do so much in town. This is one of the best galas that in the history of St. Augustine. Everybody loves it. So the Enchanted Evening going to be at the Fountain of Youth, hosted by the Junior Service League. Check it out. I'll put link in comments for everybody.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
A great roundup of stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Speaking of great, how about Magnolia Family Dentistry? Absolutely amazing. They're redefining what it means to visit the dentist in St. Augustine and St. Johns County. Dr. Paolo Rodriguez doing an amazing job. And she is so passionate about dentistry. We had her in a couple of months ago, and this is what she loves, man. It's really awesome. You always want to deal with people who are passionate about what they do.
Innovative, healthy. She's really trying to find really great ways of really making this awesome for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely, man. From the moment you step through their doors, you're going to be welcomed into a state-of-the-art practice that prioritizes your health and your well-being, and your comfort as well. Sometimes it's not comfortable to go to the dentist.
Right. This is different.
It is. Experience the difference with Magnolia Family Dentistry, where a healthy smile meets exceptional care. Schedule your appointment today by simply calling 904-824-0990 and see why so many of our friends and neighbors are smiling so big about Magnolia Family Dentistry. Also, our friends at Shayla Moore, speaking of big smiles.
All right.
You can step beyond the velvet rope and into the heart of plush romance at Shayla Moore, St. Augustine's premier jazz venue, tapas lounge, and special event space. You'll treat yourself to an unforgettable evening where Chef Ellie Rose's artisanal tapas dazzle your taste buds. And Chef Austin creates fresh, vibrant, and exclusive sushi experiences to elevate your palate. Sip on fabulous drinks, let the live jazz fill the air, and create the perfect date night ambiance for you and your special someone. They do private dining, they do rehearsal dinners, they do baby showers, they do luncheons, great parties, any kind of party you want to have out there, they're down for it, up to 150 guests. You can inquire now and reserve a date for the holidays and mention us, 904-NOW, and save $200. Located at St. Augustine's vibrant uptown at 45 San Marco Avenue. Free parking for guests. It's a 21 and up establishment, 4 p.m. to 11, and they feature nightly entertainment at 7 o'clock. If you want to get in before it's full, reserve your table, bitesbubblesandjazz.com.
And every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache has been a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. Hey, everybody, 20% off massages or facial services now until October 12th. So book that up. That's going to be amazing. Even if you want to do something around the holiday times, now's the time to get on their books. Go to getpanache.com and sign it up, boo.
There you go. All right, what do you got for us, man?
All right. Hard to explain, but impossible not to love these animal photos here.
Okay.
All right, here, this duck and this cat are on a romantic date here. It's very nice.
Well, it's a cat. I hate cats. It's already possible to hate it.
Next up, here's Johnny.
Oh, my God, and this is why. And this is why. They're psychotic.
You had to say it. You buried your own grave on that one. Next up, there's the co-pilot window. I love that.
Oh,
that is so cute.
That's adorable.
That's the one lot lizard I'm liking.
Yeah, yeah.
Next up, clean it up, kitty.
Oh, my God. What is that?
Wow, it's a catnip.
Oh, it's a catnip.
Looks like marijuana.
Looks like human nip. Yeah, yeah. I'd be a lot more mad if that was for humans.
Right, yeah. Jeez.
That's going to cause me to eat the cat.
Next up, some cats tire easily by being worshipped all day. Yeah. See, this is what cat owners have to do. We don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Next up, hey, Ted, you want to get out of that retention pond? You don't know what's in. Yeah.
See, here in Florida, you got to worry about gators.
Right.
That dog would be gone
in a second.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, jeez, look at this bear with the sunflower.
That's kind of adorable.
It's kind of adorable.
Kind of
a
adorable.
little scary though.
Yeah.
Next up, another insurance scam.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah. Oh, next up, look at this one. Oh, my God, the eyes.
It's like they put one of those filters on him.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Almost.
Next up, Heimlich maneuver.
Oh, that's kind
You
of cute.
ate too many flies.
Yeah.
Next up, excuse me, sir, do you have any Grey Poupon? Yeah.
It's like he's doing a Kmart pose right there.
I
That's
would
great.
never let my dog that far out of the window.
Right?
No, thank
yeah.
you.
I'd keep the window about at least halfway up for the dog. 'cause
Too
the
nervous.
dog, yeah.
Very nervous. Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff. Great show. Thank you for putting that together, sir. Thank you for Rick for pressing all the buttons and you guys out there for watching. We love you. We appreciate you. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Bye, everybody.